How's it going, guys? My name is Dylan and welcome back to another video. Now obviously this is something that I haven't done on this channel before, which I know I've only got 2 videos, but I was never really planning on doing anything like this on this channel. But I just thought, since I came up with this and because somebody also told me that I should do this, that I should at least give it a shot, as I think this is somewhat plausible. This is a Steven Universe theory on how the season finale is going to go. Now, obviously, I have no idea how the season is actually going to end. This is purely speculation on my part, which, just a fair warning, there will be possible spoilers ahead, as I am going to be using the bingo card that Cartoon Network tweeted out, which 100% does have spoilers on it, which was basically confirmed whenever it was first tweeted out and people had a look at it. So, fair warning that there will be spoilers within this video. Okay, so as I told you guys at the beginning of this video, this is simply a theory that I came up with as I was looking at the bingo card that Cartoon Network tweeted out, which you guys can see on screen at the moment. This is one of the main areas that I get a lot of my evidence from, but there is a part of this theory that specifically, or a couple parts of this theory that specifically go off this, that is just, it uses this as a basis, but the evidence is elsewhere for it. Other things are just pure speculation without really any evidence. It's just my own thoughts on it. So, as you guys can see on screen here, to begin things off, we have Peridot fights a trash can. So, honestly, I have looked through a few episodes and I haven't seen this anywhere. Not that I can see anyway. I might have missed something, but at the moment that's just a question mark, because if it has not happened, I'd say it would happen in the finale, but it's a question mark because, again, I could not find any evidence for it. But if we go to the next one, Pearl panics, well, this is kind of a given. She tends to panic quite often. We see this very often. She tends to obviously grab her mouth, which, as we found out, she did to silence herself, but I'd say that somewhat counts as her panicking. So I'm just going to mark that down because she's definitely panicked. Like, there's not a single doubt about that. But now we are going to skip this next one. We're going to skip all of them that have a red square around them, because I'll throw them all together with the actual theory. So if we skip on to the next one, Pink Diamond backstory. We 100% got that whenever we found out she was Rose Quartz was Pink Diamond, and we see in her and Pearl giving her the idea of being Rose Quartz. Like, we seen all that, and I'd say that 100% cross out Pink Diamond backstory. Skipping over the next one and the one after that, we see Ruby learns an instrument. We see this in the episode where Garnet unfuses, and obviously she starts to learn the guitar. We see this obviously because it's more for character development of Garnet as 2 separate people. We don't get a lot of Sapphire development, which I was kind of sad about, because I was hoping to find out more about her, because Rubies we've seen a lot of in the show, but we haven't seen any Sapphires. I was really hoping that we'd get some Sapphire story, but obviously we didn't. We got more focused on Ruby. So when it's a new look, this is also, again, Ruby, in my opinion. There might be a bit of room to say no, but in my opinion it's 100% whenever Ruby dressed up as a cowboy or girl, or I'm not sure what they are, but cowboy or girl, I'd say this is the new look, which is why I crossed it off. But again, there is a chance that we will see another gem get a new look within in the future, which is what this is more referring to. An old gem returns. I would 100% say this is Bismuth. There is not a single debate in my mind, or there is not a second thought in my mind that this is Bismuth that we are referring to, as she is an old gem. She was there ages ago and was bubbled away by Rose. So I would 100% say that Bismuth is the old gem that returns. Skipping over the next one, we go to Steven Goes to Space. We see this in Legs from Here to Homeworld, where obviously he goes to space in Pink Diamond ship. So that's kind of order we cross off. Flashback episode. Again, I'd say this is the Pink Diamond backstory, but it's a bit iffy with me because I don't know why they'd have the same episode kind of crossed down, and they're very similar things, so it's a 50-50 with me, but I marked it down because technically it was a flashback episode. Next one is obviously a Free Space, so let's go over that. Steven cries. We see this whenever Blue Diamond starts to come down to Earth. She makes everybody cry, including Steven, so obviously that one's that crossed off. Ronaldo acts out an anime. That hasn't happened as far as I'm concerned. There is that scene though, whenever the diamonds first land down, where he kind of stands up with a sword. That potentially could be it, but I highly doubt it, because it seems that's not really worth a bingo space in my opinion. And if you look at the rest, they have some significance. I feel like Ronaldo acting out in anime will be a lot bigger of a thing, so I'm going to keep looking out for that, but 100% in my head that we haven't seen that yet. Kiki and Pearl become BFFs. This one is again a bit iffy. We see in one of the episodes that Kiki is teaching Pearl to text, and I believe she also sent a text to Pearl, so we do see that, and in my opinion that's the most we're going to get out of that. I can't see anything else coming out of that. So now if we go to the next one, just going to skip that, skip the next one. New opening. I would 100% say this is going to happen for season 6 or for the finale, one or the other. Since this is technically all season 5, well, more likely it would be season 5, I'll 100% say that new opening is going to happen in the last episode, and if not, it is going to happen in the in the first episode of season 6. The next one here, new song. Again, we haven't seen this yet, but we all know what it is. It's escapism. We still haven't heard this song. We've known about it now for so long. This could alternatively be the new opening theme song, because I say that is going to change. It's going to stay very close to its roots, but I say that will change along with Steven's change, learning about the diamond, stuff like that. Next one, we're just going to skip that, and the next one, pizza is consumed. We see this in the episode where they are looking for Ruby after Garnet refuses. We see Amethyst and Steven in the pizzeria eating pizza. So, there you go. Ruby moves in with Greg. Again, we didn't really get solid evidence of this, as whenever we were watching the episode, it's not really moving in. Like, they're just talking and sitting down and stuff, and again, I don't really see that in any way as them moving in, but I'm 99% certain that's what they are referring to. But again, in my opinion, that is not correct in any way, and I don't think it should be worded as she moves in with Greg. Okay, so now that we've explained each square that is being crossed out, I am now going to go into the squares that have a square around them, and I'm going to explain each of them individually and give you guys the reason why I think this, and they all kind of link in, but I have two theories for one in specific, which I will explain as we continue the video. But to start things off here, I am going to start with... Okay, so just before I do that, I just want to... The first one that I'm going to start off with here is Diamond Fusion. The reason why I'm going to start off with this is because I've previously made a theory about something. This was after Rose Quartz was revealed to be Pink Diamond. It wasn't much of a theory, it was more I seen foreshadowing. If you have a look on screen now, in the episode where Greg, Pearl, and Steven all go to this big hotel after Greg gets a bunch of money, they have a song. And within that song, we see Greg turn yellow, Pearl turn blue, and Steven turn pink. In my opinion, this is it was kind of a foreshadowing of Steven being Pink Diamond. The reason why I say this is obviously because Greg is supposed to symbolize Yellow Diamond, Pearl Blue Diamond, and Steven Pink Diamond, and that does kind of fit in with the kind of vibe that the episode gets, where Greg is obviously supposed to be Yellow Diamond, and Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond, as we've seen in other episodes, they don't have the best relationship, but they are still good people. Obviously they're not, but they also are. It's really hard to get into, but basically Yellow is Greg. Yellow doesn't hate Blue Diamond like Greg doesn't hate Pearl, but Pearl feels like Greg hates her. And I feel like this is the same for for Blue and Yellow. Blue feels like Yellow hates her, when in reality Yellow doesn't. Now, in my opinion, this is going to obviously lead down the line to Diamond Fusion, as I mentioned at the start of this. So what I mean by that is, as we see in the episode, they end up dancing together. Now, if I am correct in this theory, where this is going to go is Blue and Yellow end up having a falling out. and this could be over White Diamond, one siding with the other. This could be over Steven. I'm really not sure. But they end up having a falling out, and Steven ends up repairing this. So basically they end up having a falling out, they end up hating each other, and Steven manages to get through to the both of them and get them to talk. And then it kind of plays out the same way that this did with Greg and Pearl, and they end up dancing. But instead of it just dancing, the two blue and yellow diamond end up fusing, and we get, I don't know, green diamond. In my opinion, this is very plausible because obviously there is the thing diamond fusion, and I can't really see them fusing to fight Jasper because it's just not needed. Like, they're diamonds and Jasper is just corrupted. I can't see her needing that, and in my head that's the only thing really that makes sense, but it's not 100%. I could be wrong, but in my opinion this is more than likely how it's going to happen. Okay, now leading on to the next card. As you guys can see on the card, it says Jasper returns. Now this is going to be something huge because, as we remember, Jasper is corrupted, meaning I obviously she's going to come back in her corrupted form, but in my opinion I feel like this may also link into a gem gets shattered. Now I do have an alternate theory which I'll present after this. I just want to quickly finish this up. So basically what I think is going to happen is Jasper is going to return, obviously, and it's going to be in Beach City. And I feel like this is going to link into Gem Battle, as we can see up in the top right. It says Gem Battle. I think this is what it's referring to. Also, then after that, on the far left and the second line, it says Beach City is destroyed. I think this is going to happen during the fight, in my opinion, between Jasper, purely because it kind of fits in. And as we can see then, like, if we go on a bit more, it says New Fusion. I think, in my opinion, nearly 100% this is going to be Steven and Garnet. There is a possibility of Pearl, but I would love to see Steven and Garnet fuse a lot more, purely because of Garnet is my favourite character, which I know might be a bit biased, but in my opinion a Garnet fusion with Steven would be a lot cooler than Pearl's, because we've kind of seen Pearl's fusion with Steven if we look at Rose Quartz, but it could be completely different. We have absolutely no idea. So as we were continuing there, the new fusion could be Garnet and Steven, or Pearl and Steven, but if we go down just a bit more, it says a gem gets shattered. Now sadly, I think this is going to be Jasper. Jasper is way beyond healing, and I feel like it's going to be more of an accident. Basically, Steven is just trying to protect Beach City, obviously, as he always does, and I feel like during this, he's obviously going to have the battle with Jasper. I really think, and this is a sad thing for me, that Jasper is going to get shattered, and it will be a pure accident because obviously Steven does not want to harm any gem, and this is going to have a huge effect on Steven as a person during his development, all of this, and it's going to have an effect on everybody else as well. Steven will more than likely never be able to forgive himself because of this, and this is going to be huge. It will be a huge revelation if this does happen, but I have a slight alternative to this. But just to quickly finish this up here, Onion steals the spaceship. In my opinion, this is going to be Lars returning back to Earth. He's going to come back to Earth whenever Jasper returns. He's going to help fight. But after he lands, Onion is going to sneak onto the ship, steal it, and get sent off to space. The new Amethyst shapeshift, I mean, it's just going to be whenever she fights Jasper. It's simple, done, over. And Uncle Andy saves the day. I think this is going to be whenever Jasper gets shattered. Jasper nearly kills Steven, and Uncle Andy swoops in and picks Steven up and takes him, like flies him around, and then Steven jumps off and lands on top of Jasper and accidentally shatters her. Obviously this is going to be an accident. Steven would never ever harm a gem on purpose, and I think we all know this, so I would 100% think this is the way things are going to fall out, but there's a slight alternative to gem gets shattered. Instead, there is a possibility that Jasper just gets healed, but in my opinion, sadly she will get shattered. Now, if this doesn't happen, I think the gem that gets shattered will be White Pearl, or so we call White Pearl. So obviously there are theories going around that White Pearl is really the original pink pearl, and our pearl is the original white pearl, and that's why she has scarring on her eye, because White Diamond's powers are to permanently disrupt the gem's form, kind of like corruption. When even after they reform, they still have the damage done to them, and I think this is what White Diamond's power did to them, whereas Blue's affected their emotional state and Yellow's affected their mental state. I feel like that's why they got corrupted, and those are the three things that happened. Yellow is mental state and Blue is emotional state, and obviously White is the physical state, which we see with the actual corruption, the way even after they reform, they are like, their forms are just completely messed up, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this. So if we then go on to the next part, obviously, as I was saying, White Pearl. Sadly, I feel like there is a chance that she is going to... We haven't seen a lot of her, but I think she is going to end pretty quickly. And the reason I think this is because White Diamond is fairly abusive. There have been a couple news reports where people have seen the next few episodes, and like I said at the start of this that there would be spoilers, so apologies if this spoiled anything, but they did say that we will see White Diamond is very abusive, and in my opinion that's going to be towards her pearl, and we're going to see this in the form of White Pearl getting shattered. This is going to be used as an example either to Steven or to Yellow and Blue Diamond. I think it's going to scare whoever it's shown to if this does happen, but I think, honestly, I feel like it's more going to be Jasper, but there is a pretty huge chance that this is going to be White Diamond, and this is going to be where, in a sense, we are shown White Diamond's power, and I think it's going to be an amazing scene, whether it's Jasper or White Diamond. It's going to show us Jasper or White Pearl, and it's going to show us what White Diamond is really, really capable of. Just to quickly wrap things up here, obviously this is all a theory, this is my personal opinion, and this is how I think the last episode is going to play out, along with the rest of the bingo card that's already crossed out, just explaining everything that's crossed out and everything that's still to come. In my opinion, this is really the more than likely the path that the Crewniverse is going to take, which is the Jasper route, but again, there is a chance that they might go with the White Pearl route and show her being shattered by White Diamond. In my opinion, this is going to be absolutely huge. The season finale is not going to be able to get topped whatsoever, and I, honest to God, cannot wait. So I just wanted to quickly say thank you guys so much for watching. This means a lot to me. This theory is, again, personally my own theory. I have based it off of, obviously, the theory of White Pearl being White Diamond's second pearl and Pink Diamond's original pearl, and our pearl being the original White Pearl. That's really the only thing I got from like other videos. Other than that, this is all my own personal opinion, a theory that I came up with and that a friend told me that I should share, so that is what I'm doing right here. So I'm going to wrap things up here and say hopefully you guys did enjoy, and of course if you guys did, please hit that like and that subscribe button. If you guys want to see more of this along with dubs on my channel, please let me know down below, and if you guys have any theories of your own, please put them down in the comment section below, and if I find them interesting enough and you guys are okay with it, I could potentially put it into a video and then report on it myself, or put my own kind of twist on it and, like, in a sense, show you guys what I think will happen, but using your guys' theory. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, then please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.